everybody, welcome back to Adorable Gem. So right now I am filming a stop motion, but I thought maybe it would be a good idea if I showed you guys my top 6 tips when you're filming your own stop motion. That way it could help you all the time. So let's get started. Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you my top 6 tips on making an American Girl doll stop motion. Let's get started. Alright, so tip number 1 is to have a doll styling chair. And it's best to have one because you could put them on and you could style their hair if you're tired of their plain look. And that'll make your stop motions a lot more fun because everyone will be able to see how cute their hair is. Alright, so here is my doll, and she's sitting in the styling chair. Take a look at her hair. It's amazing, and this is what really makes the stop motions more fun to watch. And also, you could just fix it up. Okay, so tip number 2 is have a little backdrop right there. And if you have the app Stop Motion Studio Pro, you can make a green screen and you can put whatever you want behind it. But I'm not going to be doing that. But what I want to show you is you might want to put something in the back because, like, as you can see, we can see Maddie right there. It's like you can see through and it kind of distracts everyone and they're looking at what's in the background instead of what you want them to look at. So I really recommend you can even just put like a big piece of paper or some kind of big item you have behind it. Tip number 3 is get good lighting. So sometimes you don't have great lighting, and I have this huge dollhouse light right here, and it lights up my entire dollhouse. But sometimes if you have bad lighting, it's not easy to see items or things that you'd like to show. And if you are looking for little lights that you can put in your doll rooms, I'll show you which ones. Alright, so right now I'm in Maddie's room. And here is her light. So it actually brightens up the room a lot more. And I got this light from Dollar Tree for only $1. You just put batteries inside and you stick them to the ceiling and it lights up the entire room. So the next thing you might want to have is a tripod, and here I have my phone. I am using Stop Motion Studio Pro. It's a really good app, but make sure to ask your parents before getting it because it does cost $5. So I really recommend to have a tripod. That way you don't get annoyed when you have to like hold the phone and you have to move the dolls all by yourself. And I used to be upset about that until I started using this, actually today. And it's so much easier. I could just adjust it and make it be wherever I want. All I have to do is click the button and not hold the phone, and I can move the dolls simply. Whenever you're making your video, you really want to add detail to it, which brings it so much more character and interest. When you have little details, it makes it so much more interesting. You could also put it in the doll's hand and pretend that they're holding it. Or if it's a book or a laptop, they could even be using it. Okay, so here I have Kira, and you're always going to want to move the dolls. I don't like to do it tiny piece by tiny piece. Sometimes I just do it like this one step. Sometimes I do it a couple of steps when you're moving it because it makes it look a little more realistic. And one thing that might be annoying is when you have them, they like fall over, and I honestly don't like that. Like, you just can't stand them. Their feet just won't stay how you want. And also when you're moving their feet and you want it to be in a specific pose, that could also be difficult to get them to stand. My Kira just fell over. But you have to always be really careful with your dolls because they could get scratched if they fall, or you could break something on them. So you have to be careful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, share it with your AG buddies and your friends. We really want you to have a fun time making your stop motions. And they're just really fun, but there are a couple of things you might want, like these tips, when you're making a really cool one. So we hope to see you next time on Adorable Gem. Bye!